Hello, it's Len from Straight Talk from the Homeland. Today I have great honour to welcome a good friend, colleague, compatriot from Australia, Petros or Peter, to Armenian Life, and Sushma, his new granddaughter from India. Reason we're going to talk just briefly today is we're going to highlight something very positive because at the moment, of course, everyone is a little bit down, understandably so, with the illegal blockade going on and all the pressures on Armenia at the moment, all the geopolitics that unfortunately bring so many negatives. But today I just wanted to touch upon some positive things because Peter is one of those special people who reaches out and actually does things, doesn't just talk about things, and in that regard he's helped this young lady here, who's a very smart young lady, to settle, to be educated here in Armenia, and to make sure that she's feeling very welcome. And we'll discuss why that's very important in a moment. But Peter, please let's hear from you about how you came to meet Sushma and why she's so important to you and this community.
Sure, and thanks very much. Thanks very much for inviting us today. And look, I think the important thing to say here is that some of you might know me from a YouTube channel that I've got, Armenian Life with Mitch. And that's how actually Sushma and I got to know each other. And I was very excited that somebody from India would respond. I've actually had many Indian people write to me. And then we emailed each other. And as a result of that, I understood that she wanted to come to Armenia to study medicine. So we got to learn about Sushma's situation. She had enrolled in one of the universities here, medical university. I'm not going to mention the name of it, but because there's some investigations being made about this university, unfortunately, there are some legal issues involved here. The tragic thing was that Sushma went through an agent. He was a student at this university to enroll. He was supposed to enroll her in the uni, pay for airfares and other things. Family gave, long story short, the family gave a lot of money to this man, and he basically deceived the family, and she wasn't enrolled, and so she's basically, he neglected to enroll her, I should say, probably did it on purpose. And so she basically missed out on a whole year of study. And we thought, what are we going to do with this girl? We need to help her. Sushma's become our adopted granddaughter now. Like, we just have this bond. And I think also there is not just a physical bond between humans, there is a bond between Armenia and India, a very, very special bond that's developing. And anyway, we're looking after Sushma, trying to do our best. You know, it's just an amazing thing to know that Indians and people from other countries are seeing something in Armenia that's very attractive to them. There are difficulties, there are problems, yes, but they want to come here. Many of them want to come and start business here, and they want to be educated here. Sushma is one of those, so we're going to enroll her in the September course. She'll be here for 6 or 7 years, I think.
So there's a couple of takeaways from this, I believe. I believe that Peter has touched upon a very important point here, the connection between, and it's an ancient connection by the way, between India and Armenia is far greater than just at a personal level, at the political level, even the defence level. Now it's critical for the survival of this nation that ancient nations like India and Armenia, Greece, Egypt, countries like that, that they now stand up to the threats by other nations that believe that they have more rights. But just touching upon the personal level for a moment, what I see here is the hand of friendship, the hand of love, where people can come together. And when we go to Yerevan, quite often we meet Indian tourists, students, and when we converse with them, because they speak English and it's nice for me, it's always a very positive discussion that we have with our Indian friends. So our message really today is more about having some positive view on developments here. I know that there's a lot of doom and gloom. We also wake up some days wondering, you know, what's going to happen today. But we must also be aware that there are positive developments, and India is one of them. So for those watching from India, come and invest. Come and enjoy this country. Bring your Bollywoods and what? Sushma, what was the
Tollywood.
What is it?
Tollywood.
Tollywood. Okay.
Tollywood.
Bring Tollywood as well. but what I'm saying is there's a kinship between our peoples that goes back centuries. Let that strengthen and grow. And Sushma, I give the last word to you. What would you say to your colleagues, your countrymen in India about Armenia, having gone through such a horrible time? Have you got a negative or a positive view on Armenia? What would you say to your colleagues, your countrymen in India?
Thank you for the question. First of all, I came to Armenia because in the world, one of the safest countries is Armenia. Because during diaspora, many people went to different countries for their survival. Mom knows some of them, they are good friends for mom. Mom decided to send me here because it is one of the safest country. After coming here, I learned a lot. If you not experience roller coaster roll, right, then you can't enjoy the highway ride. So the beauty is wonderful. Most of the people are amazing, but there in every nation there will be some people who will destroy the nature, who will destroy the reputation of the country. But still there are many good people. Armenia is one of the best tourist spot, as you know. And I will encourage every country citizen come here and enjoy, have their good time, relaxed time in Armenia. And as students who are coming to study medicine in Armenia, don't go through any agency. For every university there is an official website. You can enroll directly to the university without all these kind of agents, and it will be cheapest way to contact directly to the university other than agent. That's what I am going to say about Armenia. It's very happy to meet these kind of wonderful people here in Armenia.
That's such wise advice. So, sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather because I've had a little bit of influenza, but even so, I hope my message with a gravelly voice and not 100% reaches a lot of people. Again, I want to thank Peter for his support. He's been one of the people who's been there with us from the beginning. If you're wanting to invest in Armenia, you can talk to Peter or myself about that experience, and we can perhaps guide you. Some of our ups and downs, we can help save some of those experiences for you. Let's see if we can attract many more Indians and strengthen that relationship between India and Armenia. This is Len from Straight Talk from the Homeland.